There has been a practice in this nation where our small and medium importers, those especially who can't fill a container of goods when they're importing things from China or wherever, are led by consolidators. So they consolidate cargo of many importers and they transport it for them to Uganda. Now, that is a legitimate service, to consolidate cargo and bring it up to Uganda. But the moment these goods reach in the country, every taxpayer should interact directly with URA and pay their taxes. Because in the container, there should be a list of packages, so that you say so many packages belong to importer X, so many belong to importer Y, and each of these can directly come to URA, get their goods verified, get an assessment of how much tax they should pay, and then they pay. However, the unfortunate practice that has started cropping up and was beginning to negatively impact the small traders who can't fill their own containers, as well as the government losing tax, has been that these people who consolidate cargo and who are not registered or officially known, because someone goes and says, I have my container here, everyone put in, and then I'll take your goods to Kampala, had created some middle layer where they prevent the taxpayers from coming directly to us, and they try to pay taxes on their behalf and then charge the importers. Now, that is a very wrong practice, because one, these people do not charge you the right amount of tax. Out of selfishness, these people who call themselves container leaders have been charging you 3, 4, 5 times the actual tax that you should be paying to government. They say your CBM was 20 cubic meters or something, and for that pay 50 million. But actually, when you find the actual goods you needed to pay was less than maybe 10 million. So it has been a cartel exploiting importers. Now that we have known, we are breaking them. As a matter of fact, last week we arrested some of the key facilitators of this corruption, because it has been pure exploitation of the importers, but also stealing of taxes. So we want to encourage every importer to deal directly with URA. Yes, you can bring my goods, but once they reach here, verifying them, paying their taxes is my business. Because remember that for all the goods you import, you pay VAT on them. That is what we call VAT input. When you go and put these goods in your shop and you sell them, you collect VAT on them. That is VAT output. Now, the net VAT that you pay to URA is the output minus the input. Now, imagine where you have no input. It means you'll pay higher VAT because you have nothing to reduce the output that you've collected. So, if I import goods and I take the VAT all to my tin, me the consolidator, then I will have a benefit of reducing my VAT when I'm paying, and I will increase your VAT. So the traders have been losing double. They lose the VAT input, they pay more taxes than they should. So I want to take this opportunity to alert the taxpayers, please, when you import, insist that you want your own goods to be cleared directly by yourself. There is what they call a house bill. Insist that whoever is consolidating your cargo gives you your house bill, where you know that these are my goods and these are the taxes, and you pay them directly to URA through the bank, not a middleman who says, I've cleared your goods, give me 10 million. You may find the actual taxes was 2 million, not 10.